Welcome to Off the Shelf Comics. I am Labs Comic Fan, and with me, as always, is Lunchbox Warren. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man.
Yeah,
Good day.
yeah. It's been quite a journey trying to get everything situated and up for this, but we have kept our word. We have been posting our shorts for the All Fight month. You can go to the channel now and watch Superman versus Captain Atom, which was 2 parts. In short form, and we just posted Warren's short for Aquaman versus Hawkman.
Yeah, those shorts are a lot of fun to make. So
They definitely are. I wish I could have got the Superman Captain Atom one in one fell swoop, but I think just for that one, there was just so much. I mean, it was so big. The comic was like 40 pages, and there was just so much to tell. It wasn't just a let's fight type of thing.
Yeah.
There was a lot of history building there.
Superman's kind of the center of this whole thing in a kind of way.
Yeah.
So anything that he's involved with, there's much more to it. So it's going to be it's really Superman and Batman, but Batman's like on his own side mission that feels like its own game. So it's hard to do anything with him in this series without having to add more time to it.
Right. And as usual, I always hear we'll have the next comic book that we're reviewing, and that is Night Fight number 3, which should be a lot of fun. And that'll be next Wednesday at, I think the live streams will either be at 7 p.m. Eastern or at 5 p.m. Eastern. I'm thinking 7. I'm thinking because we only do an hour. That's what we kind of want to have it as. So we're just going to continue at 7 Eastern. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to build the audience as we can. Even if there's no people in the live stream today, we're going to build this audience as best we can and continue to move forward. So, all right, man, let's get into
Hells yes.
DC K.O. number 3. So overall, man, what did you think about DC K.O. number 3?
I loved it. There's a really awesome callback in it that I wasn't expecting, and that was really, really cool. And a great development with Superman and also with what all of the winners, but I'll get into it more once we go through it. But yeah, this was a great issue on the KO series. I even like this one more than number 2.
Yeah, overall, I like this one, especially this is the one coming right out of the fight week, the fight month. So we get to see who survived. I mean, I know that's spoilers, but I mean, guys, you're gonna know either way. If you're following along with DC K.O, you're following it. So I mean, I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into this, man. And here we go. All right. So awesome cover, by the way. I really love how they're doing these like plastic cover shields on here.
Yeah.
And then you get the actual cover underneath. I think that's really cool because it I don't know. It makes the logo pop. Everything about this, they've marketed it correctly. And yeah, I like it. All right. So we get into this. It starts off, there's a bunch of children and it's Superman, and he hears the screams of these children, but they're not screams of pain. They are screams of joy. And you kind of look around, it looks like a super utopia. And it's a place where people live in harmony. It's amazing civilization. Everybody's doing great, but then, boop, snaps out of it. It was a dream. That sucks for him.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks. But there is a big tell with this. Is the heart of Apocalypse getting into him and him thinking, if I win, I could change things, which he should not do. If he was the real and right Superman and the real feeling, he would put things back to the way they were because he would not take that choice away from people.
Yeah.
So I thought that was very interesting. Did you think anything about that?
Yeah, it's the same. Because this is the big test for Clark, and the heart we've seen through the night fights and the DC K.O.s, and he's also through even the verses. The heart is really big on temptation and manipulation with everyone that's messing with. And I love this here. He wakes up and there's Luthor just like You have a dream? I had an effing great dream. Like, because Luthor knows that Superman is getting the same kind of visions that he is, everyone else is. So
I think everybody had something, and then they
yeah,
get boomed away, and then we find out who survived the fight month, and we got Lex Luthor, the Joker, Zatanna, Guy Gardner, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Superman, and Aquaman. So that's a very weird list of people, very random list. Zatanna, Guy Gardner, and Cyborg and Aquaman, not really expected to get this far.
yeah. Well,
I mean,
just the fact
yeah,
that Joker's still there just shows how much of a tactician and chaotic he is. That there's just a regular insane dude is still there. I mean, I know he's not a regular dude, but he is just a human, you know,
yeah,
and he's just nuts. It's amazing.
yeah. So the heart speaks out and it says, "Welcome, champions, to the third round." In pursuit of victory, Darkseid occasionally allied himself with unexpected beings. So for this battle, you will fight in teams. You must choose a partner. And Wonder Woman asks, "Should we from where? From ourselves?" And we find out that no, it's from among them, the fallen champions. So this is interesting here because everybody is thinking that this is the first time that this has happened besides Darkseid, right? And I'm thinking that this has happened many times because there's a lot more people here than we're led to believe. And the Joker proves it.
Yeah, well, the Joker was since he was the one who, what it says, has generated more Omega energy than the rest. He gets to
Yes.
pick from anyone,
Anyone. Mhm.
anytime, any place that he could think of.
Yeah.
Everyone else has to pick from the contestants, but
Yeah, but there's other people here too. You'll see
yeah,
there's actual other people. It's just like it's the same thing that Lex Luthor had whenever he picked up the gods. He resurrected the gods.
yeah,
There has to be other contestants that fought with Darkseid. Maybe it, I mean, I'm sure it is just these contestants, but it leads you to think that there's a lot more people.
yeah.
So we got Aquaman looking at Black Manta. We have them questioning, like, you pick an enemy or an ally. Joker's, I love this game. And they're all looking around for who they feel they should pick. And this chapter is chapter 3. It's called No Mercy. So they kind of show off it's a fresh off brutal rounds of one-on-one battles, and they kind of show who they fought, and that's who the exiled characters are. And now we have the full choices of partners. We have Guy Gardner picks Hal Jordan, Superman picks Shazam, Lex Luthor picks Supergirl, which is just bananas. Aquaman picks Hawkman, Wonder Woman picks Big Barda, Cyborg picks Connor Hawk, which was just odd to begin, like, just okay.
Yeah, there's some weird picks.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that they're in the Titans together, and Connor Hawk is one of the best fighters in the world, and it's like, really? Because I've seen him get his ass kicked many times.
Yeah, you think out of all the Titans, you'd pick Nightwing if that was the case.
Yeah, I guess Connor Hawk's so badass he would destroy Nightwing.
Apparently.
Yes. Apparently. Zatanna picks Constantine, and the Joker, we don't know who he picked yet. So very interesting, since he gets to pick whoever he wants to. So you want to take over here?
Yeah, so we start off with the Guy Gardner Superman Shazam fight, and Guy Gardner's like, I always choose my friends, and then that fight starts kicking off, and of course, in classic Superman, he's telling Billy to watch his language after he said hell no. Then we go over to the
ridiculous.
I know,
ridiculous. Like, god damn it, dude, just shut up.
Then we go over to the Aquaman, Hawkman versus Luthor and Supergirl. And in one of my most favorite moments, because I was like kind of the same way, it's like, why would he pick Supergirl? Why would she even help him? And then instantly we find out she's not going to help him. She's going to laser eye him. And it looks like it's going to be a 3-on-1 match.
Mm-hmm.
We switch over to Barda and Wonder Woman versus Connor and Cyborg.
Mm-hmm.
And we also see we get like the Connor pick is a little bit helped out because he infuses him with nano enhancements, so thus making him stronger. And so it made it seem like a little bit more fair, because at first I was kind of like, these guys are going to get wiped by Wonder Woman and Barda. And
Right.
then we go to the other matchup, and it's the Joker and his pick, and then versus Zantana and John Constantine, which I thought was cool that she picked John Constantine, two magic users. And then we get to find out here on the next page, Joker picks the Batman who laughs. Now, that's what we think, at least. So instantly, go ahead.
That's just that's just kind of what they're setting up here. I mean, it makes sense that that's kind of what he's doing, and he's getting them to use their magic on him.
Yeah,
that's the main thing. He wants them, and he's like, the jig is up, old friend. It's like, look at their faces.
And then we get one of the coolest reveals in the book, which is it's actually Mr. I can never say his name, Miskovix. And we get to see a callback to Emperor Joker, which I thought was super cool, because I loved that run where he was Emperor Joker back. I think it was Ed McGuinness was doing the artwork on that one. And yeah, it was just really, really cool.
So there's two ways to pronounce his name. There's Mixie Spitlick, or there's Mixopitalik. I just say Mixie. That's what I see. That's what I say. You know, I just say, because it looks like it's Mixie Spitlick. So like, just Mixie is fine.
And instantly Zantana and Constantine get attacked with a giant stone word of Ha. Looks like a giant barber's blade, some dynamite, some teeth, of giant finger pointing. I mean, just classic Joker chaos.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
We go switch back over to Wonder Woman and Barda, where Wonder Woman essentially tosses Barda at them, where they even say that. It's like, did Wonder Woman just throw a nougat at us? And then we get to see Cyborg using the nanobots not only to enhance Connor, but also to be able to download, I guess, all of his fighting abilities. So now they're both like on par with each other fighting wise. So.
Like, just pick Batman.
Yeah.
Or they can't, maybe they can't. Who knows? Like, we know, like, Batman's he's already being manipulated by the heart, so maybe his thing wasn't there.
That was interesting, though, that no one picked him. Like,
right? Well,
because none of them know that he's escaped and he's doing this night fight thing. So, like, it's not like the heart was like, no, you can't pick him. He's not here right now.
Yeah, you would think, like, with Superman being nigh indestructible, like, you would think, oh, he should probably pick Batman, and to come up with his, basically come up with a way for him to beat everybody. Batman with some prep time beats everything.
Yeah, especially world's finest. They're the duo. You think that would go with that, but
yeah.
So then we sit here and we switch back over to Zantana and John Constantine fighting Emperor Joker, and then we start
a mess of stuff. It's just a mess of he's turning the world around him to like melted Joker faces, and just it's ridiculous.
Yeah, there's all sorts of crazy shit flying around. We get to see John being infected by like a Joker gas, but it's like just essentially go Joker's power.
Yeah, he's being Jokerized.
Yeah. Then we get to see back to the Cyborg Connor Wonder Woman fight, and Wonder Woman tells Barda to go and punch her as hard as you can, kind of deal. And then we sit to see why. A classic, using the gauntlets, and it enhances any impacts that hit it, and it knocks them off the stage. So we get to see why she chose Barda. Also, she reveals that she wants to know everything that she can know about the Heart of Apocalypse from her. So there was definitely a strategy of not only her strength, but also her knowledge of Apocalypse was the reason why Wonder Woman picked her.
Yeah.
And then we get to go back to the Emperor Joker versus Zatanna and Constantine. Now Constantine, he's pretty much out of the game, but essentially Zatanna finally falls to the corruption. She becomes Jokerized, and
Mhm.
then Joker releases Mixie. But we get to see this whole twisted, insane clown posse on mushrooms kind of world he's kind of created around there as he's
Yeah,
laughing.
it's an interesting thing, and it's like he Mixie does what Joker wants, so he says his name backwards as that's how you get rid of him. So then we come over to this, which is kind of one of the bigger ones. It's like I understand why Guy Gardner picks Hal Jordan, like I get it, but
Yeah.
you're fighting Superman, dude. Like, and Shazam. Like, Jesus, pick someone else, dude. Like, you're not. I mean, I love the Green Lanterns, but you're not gonna win, bud. But
Yeah.
they do something very interesting, which I thought. So, Hal Jordan never got to use the item that he brought, and he's like, "Don't you dare do that, Omega Energy." Remember, he's like, "It's funny though. I think a lot of us figured out you'd be the one to beat, which is why for his one item that he brought the Black Mercy, and that's from the Alan Moore comic. What do you get for the man who has everything? Back when Superman's birthday, it was Superman's birthday, and Batman and Wonder Woman go to bring him some presents to, so when you go in there, he's just frozen like this basically, and he's got this plant on his chest. Well, Mongol had brought the plant, and basically it makes you have like this crazy lucid dream that you think is real. And I believe they did a Justice League Unlimited episode about it,
I believe so. Yeah.
which is really cool. And but it attaches to the host pleasure centers and plunges them into a dream, a perfect painless vision. And they're like, and just like that, Clark is off the board. So it's like, holy shit, he's off the board. That's nuts.
Yeah,
So
that was quick too. It's like wait, I mean, he brought like you think that someone would try to bring like some kryptonite along those lines, but no, that was real quick and bam, he's done.
yeah, and it's cool too because it goes along a lot with DC's history, and the same thing with Joker. They're really Snyder is really tying in a lot of the old history here. So Supergirl's just beating down Lex Luthor. He's like, "Why would you think that I would help you?" And he's like, "Because of this." And he has red kryptonite, which red kryptonite makes them rage.
Yeah.
So I don't know why it doesn't have mind control powers, does it? Like, then why does she all of a
Well,
sudden have to not rage on Luthor?
yeah. I mean, I guess maybe it explains it a little bit later when it's not exactly just red kryptonite,
Mhm.
but it doesn't really go into why she just didn't go all Hulk out on
Yeah,
Luthor.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's kind of stupid, but it is what it is. And we get here, Superman is back with Lois, and it looks like he's doing some dishes,
Yeah. This
making
is
dinner or something.
this is after he lost the game when Batman he hands Batman the little game piece that he goes to go grab some wine. So it's kind of taken up from that
What
game night
Yeah,
kind
I
of
believe
deal.
he's in the Black Mercy, though. I think that's kind of
Yeah.
what it's supposed to be. So
Yeah.
it's like he's in the Black Mercy because the last thing she says is get out there and be Superman. And here he is right here. He's like, be Superman. The Mercy takes it even further because he's resisting it. And it's like, here he is with, his mom and his dad, and he's got everything. And look at it. It's so amazing. Everything is there for him. It's beautiful. And oh my God. And he breaks free of the Black Mercy, which is supposed to be impossible. But I guess since it's a will-powered Black Mercy, he has more willpower than a resurrected Hal Jordan.
And we get to see Hal Jordan using a constructed train to hit Shazam, which I thought was funny.
Like, so I always thought. I mean, I love Hal Jordan, but that's why Kyle Rayner stuff with his constructs always to me were a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah. The doom. It says, with the world falling apart, the doomsday clock at midnight. Don't you want him to save us all? I do, and this is the moment Clark wants it too. So then he kind of realizes what he's got to do, and he just flies right through Gardner and Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
And there she goes. Now this I could understand a little bit right here. They had a Superman book. I might have been during the New 52. It was a storyline called Doomed, where he was turning into Doomsday, right? And he was raging, and it was kind of like he was kind of not mind controlled, but his mind was feeble and he could be manipulated. So maybe, I don't know, maybe that's kind of what it is. He said he spliced the red kryptonite sliver with a sliver to heighten delusions, added a speck of black to cause violent dissociation, and voila. So maybe that's what it is. But he's got Designer K, as he's calling it. Designer K.
Yeah.
And
maybe the reason why she doesn't go after him is because he never attacks her. He just runs off to the side somewhere. And then if Aquaman and Hawkman attack first, or she sees him first, maybe.
I mean, that's I'm sure that's what it is, but it's still loose. Like, it's still loose there. He should have said something about, like, you got some mind control stuff in there, whatever. But it's fine. It doesn't really matter. You know, I mean, maybe the manipulation of the heart is making her fight them instead of him when it realized she was actually trying to kill him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something. But so meanwhile, Billy, I'm sorry I brought you into this. Don't be sorry. Like I said, you gave me a second chance, and that's who you are. And he's like, well, not really. It's like, Billy, I also chose you because of what you can do with your powers for others. And he's like, God damn it. And he has done this many times. This has happened in Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths. This has happened many times. So he Shazams up Superman, and there's Super Shazam Man. Which is still, I think, awesome.
It's pretty badass.
So you could take it from here.
So he's now Super Shazam Man, and instantly Hal Jordan and Guy Gardner are like, oh shit. And then Superman doesn't waste much time on taking them out.
Yeah.
And then we get to see here, there you were, we thought you quit. You wish, Bruce. And then as he's standing there, Luthor's looking across at him with a smile, and he sees almost like a look of admiration.
Yeah. And he realizes he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah. And what was interesting was everyone that won this, they picked people that were going to help them almost like selfishly. Like Wonder Woman picks Big Barda because not only of her strength and combat ability, but her knowledge of Apocalypse. And then she wins. Luthor picks Supergirl because he has the kryptonite to manipulate her. Superman picks Shazam because he knows Shazam can give him his power. So, like, why pick Batman when you could become Superman with the powers of Solomon's wisdom and strength and all this other stuff? Yeah. So it was very interesting. It was a tactical play to win decision by Clark. And it goes to wonder, is the heart starting to get to him? You know, like we were talking earlier. You know, with this kind of decision that he made. And then, he's playing more to win, you know.
Yeah. Joker gets to pick whoever he wants. So obviously you pick probably the most powerful character besides the Presence. Like, that's besides Monopoly Man himself, you know. Yeah. So, I mean, it makes sense. So our final four is Lex Luthor, Wonder Woman, the Joker, and Superman.
And then boom, they get teleported right after on the next page, and they see the it's on a world that belongs to King Omega Darkseid. And at first Joker thinks that they're on Apocalypse, but then quickly, no, this is Earth. And essentially they've lost and they've taken too much time. And now you have to win the game, or this is what humanity is now.
Well, see, I had a different opinion on that.
Yeah.
It says this is your Earth, but you're no longer champions here, right? Well, we kind of know that the absolute universe is basically the same thing,
Yeah.
where like it's a world from Apocalypse, even though this is their Earth and stuff like that. It was very interesting because of we get the next page and it's like they're the champions. And if you look at them, they kind of look like this is the absolute team with Darkseid, as Booster Gold. But I'm wondering if that is the actual Booster Gold. I don't know it because like he's in like so many different places at once right now, so it's a little bit hard to say. But if you look at their faces, it doesn't look right.
No,
Something doesn't
yeah.
look right here. So
Batman smiling and then the other two looking evil
just
and mean makes me think that Darkseid's possessing all of them,
yeah,
essentially.
could be,
Yeah.
or it's like this is their representation on the Prime Earth. This is
Yeah.
the representation of the absolute characters on Prime Earth. So because we don't see the actual absolutes crossing over with them in their books yet. So something's going to happen. Something is going to happen at the end of this. And we still have 2 more issues of KO. So something's going to happen. Something with the absolute people has got to happen at some point. But this is
Yeah.
leading us to believe that they're going to be fighting the absolutes. But if you look at their faces, it just doesn't, like, it's all chiseled up and like they just don't look correct. They just
Yeah,
don't look right.
the fact that Batman is the only one smiling and he's the last one to smile, it
Mhm.
really was like I was like, I don't think that's actually there's something up with that. Like
Yeah.
it's not just pull Batman and have him fight Apocalypse. This is some kind of twisted version of the absolute
Yeah.
characters, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting. And next issue, says trial by absolute. So this is gonna be cool, man.
Heck yeah.
This is gonna be
Any
really cool.
guesses on who's gonna be fighting who in
Uh
this foursome?
I don't know. It could be that, could be Superman fighting. I'm gonna guess that our Superman fights Booster Gold Darkseid, if that's who it is.
Yeah.
Joker fights the absolute Batman and has that like, oh, you're not like my Bruce, and you're crazy, and that Superman fights Lex Luthor, and because or absolute Superman fights Lex Luthor, and then absolute Wonder Woman fights Wonder Woman.
It's a
That's
girl
my
fight.
guess.
I would love to hear Joker make a did someone kick back on the Venom joke with the absolute Batman?
Yeah, right. Like someone's back on the Venom there. So that would be interesting and kind of funny. So
I
man,
think the same thing though, yeah.
so I mean the KO event has been great in my opinion. I think it's been a lot of fun. I can't wait for there to be a major event in the absolute world, like because you don't want events to happen all the time. You just don't, and like crossover events. But after this one, I'm almost looking forward to seeing a hero event in the absolute world because we've only seen Wonder Woman and Batman crossover, absolute Batman crossover. We haven't seen Superman yet. Which is going to be very interesting because that Superman is probably the most different out of all of them. He's very, very different. He doesn't have like he wants the moral compass, but he doesn't have it.
Yeah.
He lost his parents whenever he was a lot older. So he's got a lot of vengeance in him. He still wants to do everything right, but he's got a lot of vengeance in him.
And he didn't spend as much time with Ma and Pa Kent as the main universe Clark did. So it is interesting because I read the newest issue of Absolute Superman, which is after the Ra's al Ghul arc. And he is really, you're absolutely right. He really is trying to find his way a lot more than the sure and confident main universe Superman.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting when those two finally meet. Like, it's going to be a very interesting thing because, Absolute Superman's trying to find the hope that our Superman just irradiates, I mean, that's just how it is. So, overall, I give this book a 4 out of 5. I loved it. I thought it was great. I can't complain at all about what they're giving us. And the tie-in books have been awesome. They've been a lot of fun.
This whole
So, I mean,
event, like on paper, it's like, oh, okay, so you're doing the whole start off the story with the end of the world. Now the heroes are trying to end it, and it's a terminate. But the way it's being handled, the way Scott Snyder uses canon, canon can bog you down, but Snyder's showing almost a master class on how you can use canon to enrich and make a story better, to where you're getting those like Leo DiCaprio memes where it's like, oh, look at that. It's like, I remember that from this, and
Yeah.
so yeah, it's a really good. I really enjoyed DC K.O. number 3. I can't wait for 4 because I want to find out what's going to happen with all of this.
Yeah. So a couple of big things that we got. You have some news on Sig and Joe, right?
Yes, the graphic novel is been ordered from Comics Wellspring, so I'm just waiting to hear back for the digital proof, and then once I approved that, then hopefully getting the books. I'm guessing, I think earliest end of February, if not sometime in March. And once I get I only ordered 25, and I will be shipping a couple of those out for to you, one to you, one to Dingus, one to a couple of other people, and then after the show I'm doing in April, I'm going to do a Kickstarter on the Sig and Joe graphic novels. So yeah, lots of stuff coming down the line with that one as I get ready to start my next book.
Yeah, and today you actually went out to the comic book store. So Warren, what did you get?
Oh, I got a whole bunch of stuff because I haven't been out there for a couple weeks. I've been reading the New Darkness relaunch series, so this is number 2.
Cool.
And I have been following the Witchblade one, which I'm enjoying.
Nice.
Here. Turtles number 14. And this one's I haven't got a chance to read it yet, but Freddie Williams Jr. Freddie Williams II is doing the artwork, and I love his artwork. The new Transformers with Dan, the six-armed artist Mora.
Yep.
The new Absolute Superman, wearing more of a classic look to the costume.
Yes.
Absolute Batman Arkham. And then the 4th one of the Shredder solo series, which I've been enjoying. I got the Turtles are doing their own kind of battle event, and I got number 2 and 3 of that. I also got 1 and 2 of the Turtles Godzilla crossover, which is fun.
Yeah, the Godzilla crossovers are always fun.
Oh yeah. Ultimate Wolverine number 13.
Yeah.
I got the newest issue of the most underrated. It's a crime that people aren't talking about this more. It's Spider-Man Wolverine number 9 by Carrie Andrews and Mark Guggenheim. This, I do not know why this is not being talked about all over YouTube. This is just art, story, an amazing comic book. I got Mega Man Legends number 1 because I'm a huge Mega Man fan. Mega Man X number 1. I picked up this new Psylocke Ninja. The interior art looks good and I like the cover. It's number 1 on that. And oh yeah, Night Fight number 3. And I can't wait till we review this one. That one. Return to Planet Hulk. And I also got the first 3 issues of Planet She-Hulk. So I'm going to be getting into that. And Logan, Black, White, and Blood, which I've been liking these kind of black, white, and blood. Like Turtles did one where it's like black, white, and green. And the artwork is always really impressive. The story is not as always great, but the artwork is beautiful. And last but not least, Ninja Turtles Power Rangers 3. And this is like the 4th one of that short run. Oh, cool. And I picked up Ultimate Endgame number 1, a variant cover of it.
Nice. Yeah, that's something we'll eventually talk about.
Yeah.
There was this upcoming week in comics, there's a lot of stuff happening. Like today was an okay release day, but man, next week is nuts. Next week there's so many fucking
much stuff coming up.
Yeah, there's like, oop, that's not what I meant to do. There's so many things coming out next week that my order sheet is like, I think I'm up to like between today, like the stuff I got today will be here tomorrow, but between today and next week, I think I'm up to like 40 something issues that I ordered. So yeah, good luck being a comic book fan. You know, if you actually like comics, let's say that, because there's a lot of comic book fans that don't like anything today, but I am not one of those people.
No,
I'm
very happy that I stopped being one of those people. So
yeah, there's still a lot of fun to get into. I mean, you know, you just got to look and find and try new things. I think that's the other thing too. People, I don't know what they expect whenever they go out and try a book for $3 and it's not the greatest thing ever. So they just want to destroy it instead of giving it a chance and enjoying the actual stories that are told. So,
yeah. Well, a lot of the people complaining on YouTube's Twitter, on these shows and stuff don't even read the stuff they're complaining about. They just talk crap about it, especially if it's new. Like the people that haven't read Absolute Batman, but then trash it. It's just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and I can understand not liking the way something looks, but I mean, there's a lot of comic books that I've read that I like that I didn't like the art. Like this, but you know, I mean, it is what it is. It's how it is. But yeah, man. So look for us coming up next week where we review Night Fight number 3. And we will have some more shorts for the all fight month. We'll have more. I think the next one is Lobo versus Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Which is a lot of fun. And then we'll have Cyborg versus Swamp Thing, which is just a weird combination in itself. We have technology versus nature.
Versus the green.
The green. So, you know, that's how Swamp Thing, when done right, is awesome.
Yeah.
It's very cool. But you know, we'll see who wins. I mean, we already know who wins, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it happened. And yeah, do you have anything to plug before we get out of here, man?
No, I mean, catch me in Laps this Friday on the last panel where we'll go over our top 10 favorite Tim Burton movies with Gray, Charles, and Bob Loves Movies. Yeah. And then keep an eye out for more stuff coming from Off the Shelf. We're going to be pushing this hard.
Yeah, we're going to push this hard. And we didn't put our other channels here today. That's probably why no one had shown up. I mean, very short notice. But we want people to subscribe to this. So maybe we'll use our other channels next stream and just tell people like, hey, subscribe to this so you don't miss things going forward until we get a an actual fan base. And I think we're going to do pretty good. I think we're going to do pretty good. We're going to carve out our niche here on YouTube, and we're going to continuously make content. And that's the main thing that you got to do. We're going to do that. And once we're done covering KO, we're going to cover Spider-Man and Wolverine. But we also want to hear from you guys. Leave comments, share videos, do all the things that you can do to help us make this work. And we will take requests. You know, I am not opposed to going out and buying something that somebody else likes just so I can so it would be cool just to see, because I'm not reading everything that's out there, you know. And we might do some things. I have some plans for Infernal Hulk because that has been amazing. And I have some other plans on maybe covering some of the Ultimate Universe, since it is ending pretty much with Ultimate Spider-Man and Ultimate Endgame. Ultimate Spider-Man 24 comes out, I think, next week.
Is that next week? Okay.
I believe so. I'm not, I could be wrong. It comes out soon. Let's just say that. It comes out soon.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about maybe covering some of the Rook Exodus stuff that's been out, because man, that book is just that book is awesome. I love
Well, yeah, if you start getting into like the non-superhero stuff, there's a bunch of great stuff out there right now too. So
Yeah. Yeah. But all right. Well, for everybody here at Off the Shelf, remember, like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. It's going to help us out tremendously. And yeah, you guys have a great rest of your day and rest of your week. And be here Friday for the short for Wonder Woman versus Lobo. That one's an awesome one. Warren did a good job on that. So be here then, and we will see you later.